This is Brad from Hunter Guitars again, and we're going to talk beginning lessons, review again. Finger numbers. First finger, middle finger is your second finger, ring finger is your third, and pinky is your fourth. And that's going to be important when we start talking about chords and getting around on the guitar. So on guitar, we've got the frets. So if I were to say put first finger on first fret, you would just put it right there. If I said second finger on second fret, you put your middle finger on the second fret, third finger on third fret, be like that, fourth finger, fourth fret. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. On the guitar, we've got some dots that help us get around the guitar. The dots are odd numbers. This guitar doesn't happen to have a dot on the third fret, but most of them normally do. And you can think of it as a map of odd numbers, like this dot would be third fret, this dot fifth, this dot 7, this dot 9, and it's not till you get to the 12th fret is it like an even dot number. But anyway, just because we're going to be hanging around this area, the dot can help you know where 3rd fret and 5th fret and 7th fret are really quickly, and that's really just a little time saver for you. But how you get clear sound on the guitar is you put your finger kind of close to the metal bar, but not on the metal bar. If you put it on the metal bar, it gets this sort of sound. So you want to be kind of close. If you get a little far away from the bar, you can also get that sound. So I'd kind of say maybe a little past middle is where you want to aim. And then on the back of the guitar, I'm kind of squeezing with my thumb. See that? So it's not like, you know, I just have a finger on the front and no thumb anywhere. The thumb's kind of somewhere in between here. I mean, wherever's comfortable, wherever's most natural. Like if I'm down here, it's all kind of tension, right? That doesn't look right. If I'm way up here, it's all kind of tension. Like, so wherever your thumb fits comfortably, everybody's hands are different. Everybody's finger lengths are different. So it's really about, again, being comfortable. And if you look at my hand, this looks pretty comfortable. Look on the back, that's about where my finger lands. And you want to squeeze to get a clear sound. You should be getting this. You shouldn't be getting this type of sound. If you're squeezing enough, and if you're on the middle to like close to the metal bar of the fret, you should be good. All right, so finding the right fret with the right finger. Let's take first finger, which again is your pointer finger. So this is 1. Let's find first string, first fret. So that's easy. That would be right here, right? You're going to squeeze with your thumb. Should be getting that note. Okay, if you're too close to the metal bar, again, you're going to get this. If you're too far from the metal bar, you're going to get this. So you want to kind of be right behind the first fret. And so when I say be on first fret, that's what it looks like. Then go, second fret would be up here. Third fret right there. Fourth fret right there. Okay, so that's all on the first string. Let's go to the second string. And let's use our first finger again. Second string, and find me second string, second fret. You should be getting right here. Again, not on the metal bar, you'll get that sound, but right here is second fret. Now let's take your second finger, which is your middle finger, and let's put that on third string, third fret. So you find your third string. Remember, thinnest is 1, 2, 3, and then we find third fret, 1, 2, 3, which if you have a dot on your guitar, it's going to be your first dot. Okay. Let's do one more. Let's do ring finger. So this is your third finger or your ring finger. Let's find fifth string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go fourth string. I'm sorry, fifth string, fourth fret. So find fifth string, fourth fret. That's a little bit harder of one to get. You're going to have to kind of squeeze. Even if you're in the right spot, sometimes that one's a hard to get spot. Now the pinky is the hardest finger to get a clear sound from. We're going to give you a little exercise for this, and really for all your fingers, but it's called the 4-finger exercise. And what you do is you go first finger, first fret, second finger, second fret, third finger, third fret, fourth finger, fourth fret. And once and only once you get clear sound on each of those notes, then you just move up to the next string and do it. And you go slow. You want accurate sounds, not speed, because you don't want to try and go through it just to get through it. So clear sounds, first string or first fret, first finger, second fret, second finger, third, fourth. Okay, you just go through each string. Now the thicker strings are going to be a little harder to get a clear sound from because they're thicker strings. So if you have to at first, just kind of stay on these bottom strings, that's good, but challenge yourself too. Okay, so that's the 4-finger exercise, and that will get all 4 of your fingers used to playing guitar, get calluses, so eventually your fingers will not hurt when playing guitar if you do that exercise enough.